Welcome back to my new video. I have started daily series that Day11. In previous class, we have seen something like what is Excel method and some uh, uh, data types and how we add in or something debugging and yeah, that's some questions we condition operator and some type of question. You can watch this video. After that, that's now we can see how can you get the list of key of any object. You can use the object.key method, which is used to return an array of a given object's own property name in the same order as we get with a normal loop. For example, you can get the key of a user object. How do you create an object with prototype? The object.create method is used to create a new object with the specific prototype object and property, that is the it use an existing object as a prototype of the newly created object. It returns a new object with the specific prototype pro- object and properties. Weak set. Weak set is used to store a collection of weak reference held object. The syntax like they used okay. A different weak set and set. The main difference is a reference in object in reference to object in set are strong while reference to object in weak set are weak. That is, an object in weak set can be garbage collection if there is no other reference to it. Other difference are set can store any value, whereas weak set can store only collections of objects. Weak set does not have size property unlike sets. Weak set does not have methods such as clear key value enter for each. A weak set is not iterable. List down the collection of method available on weak set. So add value. A new object is appended with the given value to the weak set. Delete deletes the value from the weak set collection as value. It returns true if the value is present in the weak set collection. Otherwise, it returns false. What is weak map? The weak map object is a collection of key value pairs in which the key are weakly referenced. In this case, key must be objects and the value can be arbitrary value. The syntax look like yeah, that's okay. What is difference between weak map and map? So the main difference is that reference to a key object in map are strong while reference to key object in weak map are weak, or key object in weak map can be garbage collection if there is no other reference to it. Map can store any key type, whereas weak map can be store only collection of key object. Weak map does not have size property unlike map. Weak map does not have method such as clear keys value enter for each. Weak map does not iterable. And okay, that's list collection of method available on weak map. So set key value Set key value. The set value of a key is a weak object. Returns the weak object. Delete. Remove any value associated to the key. Has key returns a boolean asserting whether as a value has been associated to the key in the weak object or not. Get return the value associated with to key or undefined if there is none. Let's see. Oh. What is the purpose of uneval? The uneval is an unbuilt function which is used to create a string representation of the source of code object. It is a top level function that is not associated with any object. Let's see the below example. So var a and the function. How do you encode an URL? So function is used to encode encode and decode. There are both when we say encode. So complete URL will be specific character in expect, and there is when we decodes the function is used to decode a uniform resource undefined identifier, previously created by encoder. How do you print the content of web page? The window object provide a print method which is used to print a connect content of the current window. It's open a print dialog box which let you choose between variables printing option. Let's see the use of print method in an example. What is the difference between uneval and eval? The uneval function returns the source of a given object, whereas the evals function does not. The opposite by evaluating, evaluating that source code in a different memory area. Let's see an example to clarify the difference. Okay, then after that, what is an anonymous function? An anonymous function is a function without a name. Anonymous function are commonly assigned to a variable name or used as a callback function. The syntax would be as below. Okay. What is the precedence order between local and global variable? A local variable task precedence over a global variable with the same name. Let's see the this behavior in an example. Okay. What is JavaScript accessor? ECMA script 5 introduce JavaScript object access or compute properties through getting and set setter. Getters used to get key whether setter is used to set keywords. How do you define property and object constructor? So the object define property static method is used to define a new property direct on an object or modify an existing property on an object and return the objects. Let's see an example. Okay. Difference between get and define property. So both having similar result unless you can use class if you use get, the property will be defined on the proper prototype of the object, whether using object.define property. The property will be defined on the instance it is applied to. What are the advantages of getters and setters? So, uh, they provide similar syntax. They are used defining computer property or accessories in JavaScript, useful to provide equivalence relation between property and method. They can provide better data quality, useful for doing things behind the scene with the encapsulated login logic. Can I get and settled using define property method? Yes, you can use the object.define property method to add gettle and settle. For example, there is given. What are the purpose of switch case? The switch case statement in JavaScript is used to decide decision maker making purpose. In a few cases, using the switch case statement is going to be more convenient than if else statement. The syntax will be below. Okay. What are the conversion to the following for the use of switch case? The expression can be of type either number or string. Duplicate value are not allowed for the expression. The default statement is operational if the expression passed to switch does not match with in case value, then the statement within default case will be executed. The break says statement is used inside to switch or terminate the statement sequence. The break says statement is the optional, but if you omit the execution will continue to into the next case. What is primitive data types? There are seven primitive data types. First is string number, second is number, third is boolean, fourth is null, fifth is undefined, sixth is ignite, sixth, seventh is symbol. So there are some primitive data types. What are the different way to access object property? There are three way to access the object property. Do notation. It use dot for accessing the property. Square bracket notation and expression notation. What are function parameters rule? In JavaScript, the function defines do not specified data types for parameters. Do not perform type checking on the pass argument. Do not check the number of arguments received. The below function follow the above rules. And what is error object? The error object is a built-in error object that provide error information when an error occurs. It has two property name and message. For example, the below function logs error details. When you get a syntax error is thrown if you try to evaluate code with a syntax error. The evaluation queue for the function parameter through a syntax error. Okay. What are different error name from error object? So, uh, aggregates error. An error indicates that multiple error occurs. Evil error. An error has occurs the in the evils function. Range error. An error is occur that is the number out of range. Reference error. An error is due to an illegal reference. Syntax error. An error due to a syntax error. Type error. An error due to type error. URI error. An error is due to encode error. What are various statements in error handling? So try This statement is used to test a block of code for error. Catch. The statement is used to handle the error. Throw. The statement is used to create custom error. Finally, the statement is used to execute code after try and catch regards of the result. What are the two type of loops in JavaScript? Entirely controls loop. In the in this kind of loop type, the text condition is stated before entering the loop body. For example, uh, for loop and while loop in pairs under this category exist controlled loops. In these kinds of loop type, the test condition is tested or evaluated at the end of loop's body. That is, the loop body will execute at least once irrespective of test condition true or false. For example, do while loop comes under this category. So guys, that's for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my